Hello, my name is Angelo. I'd like to demo an application called Locationist that I've been working on. It's an app that allows you to quickly log your locations as well as your images and videos in one clean application interface and optionally share that information with others via a private web page that gets published to either Google Drive, Dropbox, or AWS, all on your own accounts, which allows everything to be as controlled and private as you desire. The application will be free and be supported by donations if you so desire, but everything will be available to you out of the box free of charge without any advertising. Here's the main home screen of Locationist, which breaks down your daily summaries by date, region, and a little summary of what you have been doing throughout the day, how many locations, images, and videos that you had added to the application. If we go into any one of these by tapping the summary header, we can see more details with a more detailed header, which includes your pedometer data, if that is available to you with an iPhone 5S or higher, and the actual details of every location, image, and video you've added. You can tap any of these to get more details or a larger image, as well as label the location using Foursquare or using a custom location, looking at it on the map, deleting it, and adding captions. Captions are used in the publish page. If we go into a location record, you can see that it does a street view that you can look around and get a better idea of where you were at the time. And with videos, you can preview the actual video itself. So this is a good way to just really quickly scan through all the different days you've been traveling or throughout your daily life and be able to relive those moments. At the top, you can see three buttons. One is to update your current location. You don't typically have to do this unless you're very aggressive about wanting frequent location updates. The second one is to add images to the application, which you can see here. A little quick add thing. You can also take with the camera directly or browse all of your photos. And here is the same thing but with videos. Videos can be added that are 30 seconds or less. If you want to add a longer video, you have to upload it to YouTube first, and then you can paste in the video link here. The typical reason you'd want to do this is so that it gets added to your publish page as an embedded video and not so much as it being playable in the app. The second tab in Locationist is the Map tab. This allows you to browse the same data you can browse in the Summary tab, but in a map format so you can visually see it and where you were at the time. You can see that at the top there's your map view with a couple different annotation types. One is the purple larger pin, which represents a cluster, so you can kind of dive in and be able to see more detail about the individual location records. And then the red pins indicate locations, and green pins indicate media, such as images and videos. You can also scroll down, see your overall statistics for the counts of those records, as well as your pedometer data, similar to the summary view. And here we can also see the individual regions that I was in. You can use the buttons at the bottom to quickly navigate between individual days. So that allows you to quickly jump back throughout each day in time and see where you were. You can additionally, if you have a lot more data like I do, you can use the slider panel to quickly jump to a day way back in time. And we can see here it uses the same kind of accuracy seeking that any kind of media player does, so you can more accurately refine the data you're looking at. In addition, you can also increase the visible days so you can see a much more widespread breakdown of where you were throughout that time and see, wow, here's all these different countries I was in, which is kind of interesting as well. If we go back to today, we can share this with someone as an image. If I, for instance, choose the message option, you can see that it actually includes an image representation of what you had done throughout the day. But without the cluster pin. So it makes it a little bit more interesting and shows the actual individual records of where you'd gone throughout the day. And you can do that with any span of time as well. Search tab allows you to quickly search your content by label, address, or any captions if you've added them. So if I want to see when was I in Paris, go ahead and type that in. If I want to see images, I just go to that tab, and you can quickly view any of the image details or any of the details or any of the records that you're looking for. So that's a quick way to access where you've been. If publishing is enabled, the Publish tab will show you the current status of what needs to be published. Here we can currently see that there's a location record that has either been updated or added. Weather report, those get added automatically in the background every hour or so. And then, how much will be uploaded, one file totaling 5 kilobytes. These statistics just kind of help you if you are on a cellular plan and you don't have any of the options enabled that limit what gets uploaded at what time. This allows you to make decisions as to whether or not you'd like to use that data at that given time. If we tap publish here, you can see a status of the actual upload progress and then when it's complete. And then at any time you can view the page that is actually being published to see what other people would be seeing. So we can see, yep, here we are, and here's what I've shared throughout the day. There are several settings that you can change throughout the app. More of the general ones are how you get notified on location updates or when you've visited a location, which means if you've been in one spot for more than 10 minutes, it allows you to quickly tag that with a Foursquare label or a custom label if you'd like. Also, how often location updates happen, and these can impact your battery life and things. So there's a couple options around that, and whether we use metric or imperial units. In the publishing, if you have it enabled, you can of course disable it. In the publish settings, we allow you to specify whether it automatically publishes in the background, whether media will get uploaded on Wi-Fi only, which is good if you have a limited cellular plan. And then you can actually configure some of the stylistic details of the page, such as the page title and some of the colors. So that's kind of a neat way to make your own personalized tweaks to the page. You can also export all of the data that Locationist collects. You can export it as a JSON format or as the actual raw binary SQLite database that the app natively uses. So whichever of those you are comfortable with, you can use either of those. And if you choose those options, it just brings up your standard share sheet, so you can put that in however you'd like. There's also a Today extension, so if you want to swipe down from the top of the screen at any point and quickly see when the last update was and what your current daily summary is, you can see that very easily with a little button to open the app from there. There's additionally a native Apple Watch app, which is written for both Apple Watch 1 and 2. It allows you to do very basic things such as manually update the location if you'd like, browse the venues of where you currently are. So if you wanted to tag the location using Foursquare, you can do that as well. And also just see a quick breakdown of the daily summary with your typical statistics that you see in the other locations, such as steps, floors, number of locations, and a small map of your last 5 locations as well. And that includes a glance, so you can see that information very quickly if you'd like.